Hello, my name is Richard. Today, I'll be doing my final video for an introduction to interactive programming in Python. First, I'd like to say, it's really sad that this course is ending, and it's been such a fun ride. But I think that looking back, it's really hard not to feel happy that we've learned so much in such little time. So I'd like to thank the teachers who have put in such hard work just for this free college course on Coursera. So thank you very much. What I'll be doing today is going over sets and collisions for sprites. Now, that may seem like, the teachers already went over that. But what I'll be doing is making it go along or correspond with RiceRocks. So I won't be taking it away from RiceRocks. I actually will have a program in the forum for you that you can play around with and copy and paste whatever. But it's actually right here. Really what it does is have two groups that are sets, and in certain determinations you will have something added to those groups. But let's do that after I show you what I submitted for the RiceRocks mini project. Now, this isn't what I consider to be my fun version, as my fun version is obviously fun, and it has a timer in it from stopwatch, it has a machine gun implanted, it has all sorts of challenges. But I'll have a demo separate from that in the forums that you can watch. But this video, I just wanted it to be programming based, so this won't be any fun. Basically, all that's different from my spaceship is you just have to add the fact that you can have more than one missile on the screen at any time. You can have 12 rocks on the screen. Each one spawns at 1 second. The missiles have a lifespan, and after a certain age, they go away or disappear. The lives goes down if you run into a rock. If you die, it goes back to the splash screen. Everything is reset. That's basically it. That's all the differences. So that's why I'm just covering week 8A. So let's get to it. So in my code, I have basically everything from the template for RiceRocks, except for a few things, and I actually added a few things of my own. So let's look at the collide first. Let's just say the self.radius is always 30, as I don't have a class. This is in the sprite class, so that means this function will be inside the sprite class. What this is determining is if two positions, if they collided. So this is actually the real thing. If distance pos0 pos1 is less than self.radius plus pos1.getRadius, not pos1, but that sprite, then return true, else return false. So just ignore this for now. So really all that's important for this code is rock group and missile group. The missile group pos and the rock group pos just help you understand it a little bit more. Okay, so for you to understand these other things, let's just run the program and see what happens. Alright, so you immediately see there are 3 buttons: add rock, add missile, and both. Let's try add rock. Rocks is a set of rock 1, rock pauses, and it's just random numbers. That's why it doesn't actually correspond. Missiles, there is 1 missile in it, missile 1, and there is 159, 104, you don't have to worry about that. And both just spawns 2. Now you can see it actually added a new rock into this rock group. So that's actually what you want to do every single time that timer rock spawner is called. Instead of just changing the group itself, you add a new rock that it's of the sprite class into that rock group. And from there you can easily draw it. The missiles, it's actually the same thing. You have a set, you just want to add something new into it every time the key down handler for space is called and you call shoot. So that's really it. So let's try and visualize it. You have a spaceship right here. Oops, excuse me. You have a spaceship right here. And let's say the spaceship's pointing this way, and there is a rock right here. You want to shoot it. So let's get another color. and sorry for the pause. And there is a little missile coming out of it. Now, there are actually 2 missiles, so let's just say you shot another one straight before. So, both of these missiles are going straight towards the rock and will explode it. You also have another rock behind the ship, right here. And it's actually moving towards the ship. This is, say, just moving this. So this is just to help visualize it just a little bit. So this, you can actually directly transfer the idea, not the code, but the idea into your RiceRocks project. So let's just take a look at the code. In rock, you see that I have a big comment here. It says rock is equal to sprite. So you can actually directly take from the template of spaceship, copy and paste into there, so a rock equals sprite. Then take that a rock, create random attributes. Now let me pause. Create random attributes is that method or function that you use to make a new position, a new velocity, a new angular velocity, a new angle, all the works. So all you have to do, because rock is a sprite right here, you just call that method, voila, you're done. Then you just add it to the rock group. That's it. That's all you need for the timer, and you just have to modify this little bit. In the create random attributes, you just change all of the things. Self.pause is random.ranrange, random.ranrange, self.vel, same thing, and so on. Creating random things, just like you did in Spaceship. So basically, using those things, you've already gotten your timer spawner, and you can have multiple rocks already circling your space. And this, you can ignore it for now. Let's go on to the missile. Should go and key down handler. Now, before we go anymore, let's just visualize this missile thing a little bit. So, you have this space bar right here. And when you click the space bar, you calling a key down handler that you say missile. Okay, missile dot shoot, if you did the spaceship correctly. So after you call this, the Python reads it and it goes to the ship where you are supposed to put it, and then they call ship.shoot. And after they call ship.shoot, inside the shoot there should be missile.setPause, that's the tip of the ship, right at the tip. The velocity is the velocity vector thing, so you should already have all of this inside the spaceship thing that you built. So I already said you should already have this stuff. And after you say missile.shoot, you just add that missile into missile group. So let me actually write that in here. Missile group dot add missile. So after you build all of these things, and you should already have the ability to fire more than one missile now, all you need to do to build these right is to have a process sprite group function that works properly. So what you need to use for that, a for loop, you need to use a for loop. You need to run over all of the things inside that group that you're processing. You call each individual sprite in that group. You call the draw method from the sprite, and you're done. That's all you need to do. RiceRocks, I think, is actually one of the easiest projects. And so that's really all there is to it. If you understand those two things, all you have to do is just add it to the new group, then you should be done. You just have to tweak the things that you already have inside your code, and you are done. So I hope that everybody enjoyed this course. I did, for one. And I hope that you actually learned a lot from this, and that if you do, remember to upvote and like in Coursera. It is the finals. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye!